You would never actually land on Jupiter, not because of distance, not because of danger, but because there is genuinely nothing solid there to land on at all. This is the single biggest misconception people have about the largest planet in the solar system, and what would actually happen if you tried to walk on its surface is far stranger than anything you've probably imagined. Start with the most important fact about Jupiter, the one detail that changes everything about this entire thought experiment. Jupiter is not a rocky planet like Earth, Mars, or Venus. It is what scientists classify as a gas giant, meaning the vast majority of its enormous body is made up of hydrogen and helium in various states, with no true solid surface anywhere for you to stand on. If you attempted to descend toward Jupiter expecting to eventually touch down on solid ground the way you would on Earth or the Moon, you would simply keep falling deeper and deeper into increasingly dense and increasingly hostile layers of gas, for a distance far greater than most people realize. Begin your descent from the outer edge of Jupiter's atmosphere, and the very first thing you would notice is the sheer violence of the weather. Jupiter is famous for its Great Red Spot, a massive storm system so large that it could swallow Earth whole several times over. And this storm has been raging continuously for at least the past 150 years, possibly far longer. Wind speeds within Jupiter's atmosphere can reach up to 385 miles per hour, dramatically faster than the strongest hurricanes ever recorded on Earth. And these winds do not occur in isolated storm systems the way hurricanes do on your home planet. Instead, they form massive, permanent bands of alternating jet streams circling the entire planet, creating the recognizable colorful stripes you see in photographs, each band moving in a different direction at a different, extreme speed. As you continued falling deeper into Jupiter's atmosphere, temperatures and pressures would begin increasing dramatically, though not in the way most people expect. The upper cloud layers of Jupiter are actually extremely cold, dropping to around negative 160 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to freeze ammonia into visible crystalline clouds, which is part of what creates the planet's distinctive banded appearance. However, as you continued descending deeper into the atmosphere, both pressure and temperature would begin climbing steadily and then dramatically, since Jupiter's massive gravitational pull, roughly 2.5 times stronger than Earth's, compresses the gas beneath it into increasingly dense layers the deeper you travel. Somewhere around a few hundred miles beneath the visible cloud tops, the pressure would already be crushing enough to kill an unprotected human body almost instantly, long before you encountered anything resembling solid ground. Continue falling even deeper, and you would eventually reach a point where the immense pressure causes hydrogen gas to transition into a liquid state, creating an ocean of liquid hydrogen that may extend for tens of thousands of miles beneath the visible cloud layers, an ocean so vast it dwarfs anything found anywhere on Earth. Keep descending even further into this liquid hydrogen layer, and the pressure would eventually become so extreme, estimated at millions of times greater than the pressure you experience at sea level on Earth, that hydrogen itself would undergo an even stranger transformation, turning into what scientists call metallic hydrogen. In this bizarre state, hydrogen atoms are compressed so tightly together that their electrons become free to move independently, causing the substance to conduct electricity similarly to how metals do here on Earth. Scientists believe this layer of metallic hydrogen, combined with Jupiter's incredibly fast rotation, one full spin every roughly 10 hours despite being the largest planet in the solar system, is actually responsible for generating Jupiter's magnetic field, which happens to be the strongest of any planet in the entire solar system, roughly 20,000 times stronger than Earth's own magnetic field. This enormous magnetic field creates another serious danger you would need to survive, or more accurately, would not survive. Jupiter's magnetosphere traps massive amounts of charged particles, creating radiation belts so intense that they would deliver a lethal dose of radiation to an unprotected human body within a matter of minutes, and in certain regions, potentially within seconds, long before pressure or heat ever became the primary threat to your survival. If you somehow continued falling deeper still, eventually you would reach Jupiter's core, though even this detail remains somewhat uncertain among scientists, since no spacecraft has ever been able to directly observe it and survive the immense pressures required to study it up close. Current scientific models suggest Jupiter likely has a dense core made of heavier elements like rock, metal, and possibly ice, all compressed under such extreme pressure and heat, estimated at temperatures potentially exceeding 36,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the Sun, that this core may not resemble a solid object in any conventional sense at all, but rather a superheated, dense soup of elements blended together under conditions unlike anything found naturally on Earth's surface. What makes Jupiter such a fascinating thought experiment is not simply the danger involved, but the fact that the entire concept of walking on its surface is fundamentally impossible in a way that other planets simply are not. There is no clear boundary, no moment of touchdown, only an increasingly hostile, increasingly crushing descent through gas, then liquid, then metallic states of matter, deeper into a planet so massive that over 1,300 Earths could fit inside its total volume. If Jupiter's true nature just blew your mind, make sure you hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment telling this channel which planet or moon deserves the next deep dive, because a brand new episode drops every single day right here. Tomorrow, this channel is heading somewhere even colder and stranger, exploring what would actually happen if you tried to survive on Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons, and whether the hidden ocean underneath its surface could actually be hiding life. Come back for that one.